my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to discuss all about Java 8 feature only. So already we have discussed so these features we have in Java 8, right? So functional interface, lambda expression, stream API. Under stream API we have intermediate operations and terminal operation, right? So in that after that predefined functional interface already we have discussed predicate by predicate, function by consumer, by function and supplier, right? And unary and binary I didn't discuss till now, so we'll discuss later once the time will come for this two interface. Okay, a part of that optional class, method reference, date and time API, nation javascript engine, this part remaining as of now. But today I am going to discuss all about stream API, and inside that we have two operations, right? Intermediate operations and terminal operations. So these two operation completely will discuss end to end as per our code base as well. So we'll start stream API corresponding what there two operation, that is the intermediate operations and terminal operations. For that purpose, so already we have some agenda for this discussion. So that is Java 8 features only, right? So first our slide, right? So I've written what the topics we are going to discuss now. So that is, first we'll discuss collection versus stream. So why a stream needed even we have the collection, right? Then second, what is stream API and with or without stream. Suppose if you don't have stream, what problem we are going to face, and if you have stream, what the issue has resolved. That is the second our agenda. Third is, already I mentioned you, under stream API we will have two types of operations. One is intermediate operation and terminal operation. So end to end we'll come to know once we'll discuss these two operations. What is intermediate operation, what is terminal operations. After that we'll discuss today completely what is filter method and their use case in real time. So how filter method we are going to use in real time. Okay, with the use case, with the example. And after that all the topics what we're going to discuss here. So the code base we'll discuss. So what last topic is, last agenda I mentioned here, explanation with code for stream and filter. So stream and filter methods, how we are going to use in our project, or even if you're going to give any interview. So how the interview asks any question and how you people are what give to answer to respective question. So this is the completely agenda for this video. Okay, so what I mentioned, collection versus stream, right? So most of the people confused, and what is collection, what is stream, and most of the time also by the interviewer this question asked, what difference between collection and stream. Okay, so already I have mentioned earlier video, right? So first and second video of Java 8 features, so we'll discuss what is the difference between collection and stream. So today I am going to explain briefly what is a collection and what is a stream. Okay, so see guys, so collection means, so if you want to represent a group of object A as a single entity, what, once if you have group of object as a single entity, then we should go for collection concept, guys. Just like suppose once you're going to create what, array list, right? That time what we have, what, list of object, yes or no? That is the group of object, that is called a collection. It holds the object, yes or no? That is again collection. Simply you keep in mind group of objects as a single entity. Okay, that is called the what, collection. I hope you understood. Second thing what I mentioned, a stream. So guys, just like collection, you just keep in mind a stream is what, where we can use once we are going to perform any operation on the group of object. What I mean to tell, if you want to process means any action on the group of object from the collection, then we need to go what? Use the stream concept. I hope understood, right? So collection means what? If you want to represent group of object as single entity, that is collection. Okay. If you want to perform any action on top of group of object, that is called the stream. That is completely helpful, this information, if you will have. Okay. Then third slide. So we'll discuss completely what? Stream API now, right? So our this video main agenda, right? So stream API and filter method. These two things we'll discuss, theoretical as well as code base both. So stream API, already I mentioned you, once if you need perform what? Any action on top of the what? Object. That time you're going to use the what? Stream API. Same thing I mentioned here. Stream API used for process collection object. Process means what? Action. Perform any action. That is called the process. And stream API in a Java is a sequence object there that supports various methods which can pipeline to produce desired result. We'll discuss. So what is intermediate operation? That time you will come to know. Okay, that means what? Stream in a Java is a sequence of object that supports what? Various method. That method comes from the intermediate operations, which can be pipeline to produce the respective output, respective result. That is the first thing. Second thing, guys. So Java it stream support sequencer as well as parallel processing. So if you're going to the parallel processing, guy, performance increased, enhance the performance. So what? Parallel processing is very helpful in the achieving high performance for large collection data. That also we keep in mind. Okay, then third thing, guys, all the Java Stream API interface, whatever you're going to use Stream API interface and classes are available inside the java.util.stream package, guys. That thing you should keep in mind. Okay, so all the Stream API interface and classes will be available inside the what? Java.util.stream package. Okay, after that, guys, this is very important what I'm going to discuss now. So we can use primitive data type, right? We know very well int, long, double, cat, all the what? Primitive data types, right? Such as I already mentioned int, long, double. In the collection using auto boxing, okay, and make as a object, right? So and this operation could take a lot time, right, guys? So there are a specific class for those primitive types. Okay, what I mentioned, for those primitive types we have some specific class are there. Okay, that is int stream, long stream, and double stream in our what? Stream. So that is the main thing, guys. So keep in mind all these what? Points. Okay, after that, guys, what is the use of the stream? Definitely you have configured what is use of stream. So stream API, guys, is way to express the process. Already I mentioned what? We are going to process collection of objects. Guys, don't confuse what is process. Process means perform any action. If you want to perform any action on top of the group of object, that is collection of object. Group of object you may tell, or what? Collection of object you may tell. That both things are same. Once you're going to perform any action of what? Group of object or what? Collection of object. That time we are going to use frequently what? Stream API. To enable us to perform operation like what? Filtering, mapping, reducing, sorting. I will discuss later. So all these are the operation only. Once you're going to filter, once you're going to map, once you're going to reduce, once you're going to sort, how we're going to use all these things with the help of Stream API. So that is the use only, guys. Okay. The next slide, guys. So how to create Java Stream? How to create Java Stream? So guys, we know very well, right? So Java Stream collection is one of the what? Most basic step, right? Before considering functionality wise. Yes or no? So below is the sentence I have already mentioned here. See, a stream that is the generic guy here T means either a class or object or data types. A stream, that in the diagram diagram T is mentioned and the object is stream, right? So don't confuse T is either class, object or data types depending upon the declaration. How we are going to declare. Okay, sometimes you are going to declare the class, sometimes you are going to declare the objects, sometimes you are going to declare the data types, right? Yes or no? A string, integer, yes or no? Double, in that way. Sometimes you are going to create a class as well. So product class, employee class, yes or no? That time we are going to keep inside the this bracket T. Okay, I hope you understood. Yes or no? So now next is the Java Stream features, right? What is the feature they are providing to us, right? So a stream is not a data structure, guy. Instead, it takes input from the collection, array, or input output channels. How they're going to take the input? So from this part, so collection, array, or input output channels. So this what a stream is taking the input. A stream don't change the original data structure, guy. It not changing any original data structure. They only provide the result as per our the pipeline methods. Pipeline methods means, guys, I will explain in the later slide. Some diagrams are there. I will tell you what the pipeline. Pipeline means, guys, just chain method is there, right? So after, suppose if you are going to filter the number which are even or odd or not, we need to filter even or odd number. After filtering the number, if you are going to sum of the even number, so first operation filter, second operation what, sum, we need to add the even number only. That is the pipeline, that is the chain method. First going to filter method, then going to use the what, sum method. Yes or no? That is the pipeline methods, guys. I will discuss later. Okay, and then next one, each intermediate operation is what, lazily executed and returns a stream as a result. Okay, so because intermediate operations can be pipeline, guys, you know very well. I will discuss also. And terminal operation marked as the end of the stream, where we need to what, take the response. That is the terminate. That is also called the terminal operation. Okay, and we can get the result. Yes or no? So intermediate operation is what? That is the pipeline methods. Okay, chain method. Once we have done the our once we have performed the action, after we are going to collect the response, collecting the result with the help of terminal operation. Okay, that is called our what, terminal operations, where we are going to get the response. So that is the main thing for feature of the your Java Stream API. Okay, then guys, I mentioned very early, right? So we will have two types of operations, right? So different operations on a stream. So first operation is what, guys? So there are two types of operations in a stream. First operation is intermediate operations. Second operation is terminal operation or terminate operation. Okay. So guys, first we should know, right, what is an intermediate operations. So the operation which return another stream. What I mentioned? The operation which return another stream as a result are called the intermediate operations. Just like filter, map, distinct, sorted, limit, skip. These all methods are comes under the what? Intermediate operation, because these all methods are chained method, pipeline methods. Okay, once we will use this method, then you're going to terminate this method with the help of terminal operator. Termination method, not operator. Terminal methods. Okay, so what second method is? Terminal operations. Okay, so the operation which return non-stream. First intermediate operations are a stream, but this operation which return non-stream value like primitive, object, or collection. Once you're going to get a response, right, calling the intermediate operations, we can get results like primitive, object, or collection, and return nothing are called terminal operations, guys. Okay, so we can say, guys, in other words, okay, so we can chain multiple intermediate operations Already I mentioned you, we can chain multiple intermediate operations and none of them will do nothing until we invoke a terminal operations. Excuse me. So that is the guy terminal operations. Just an example as a for each, reduce, collect, max, count, any match, find any. The all methods we'll discuss later. Uh, uh, Code base. Once I start the code, right? That time we'll use all these things. Then we'll come to know, yes. So how we are going to use this for each method as a terminal operations. Okay, guys. So that was the what two types of operations which is coming under the Steam API. Then guys, so this is the diagram. So for understanding purpose, so how the intermediate operation and terminal operations are working. See guys, first if you will get the input, first if you get the input, okay, then you're going to convert as a stream. Once you're going to convert your input as a stream, then you're going to perform the operation. Yes or no? Same thing I have mentioned earlier, right? Suppose if you're going to filter the even or odd number. So suppose operation first. Operation first. What? How we are going to filter the even or odd number. Then second operation, we are going to find which number are greater than 10. Suppose if you have filtered 5 numbers are even number. Yes or no? 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, and suppose 10 and 14 and 16. Yes or no? Suppose if you have filtered this even number. Second operation is what? The number which is greater than 10. The number which is greater than 10. That is second operation, right? Then whatever the number is greater than 10, you need to add. You need to sum. That is third operation. Yes or no? I hope you are getting right what I'm going to tell here. What I mean to tell here. So under the intermediate operations, we will have multiple operations. That is operation 1, 2, 3. Operation 1 is how we are going to filter the even number. Operation second, how we are going to find out the number which is even but greater than 10. Third operation, the number which is greater than 10, we are going to add. That is the 3 operations. Once we have done these 3 operations, how we are going to what? Print the result. Print the result. So with the help of what? For each method, right? So that is printing the number, right? So for each method is the what? Terminal operation. What is terminal operations? So once you're going to use the for each method, that is the use of terminal operation, and we are going to get the result with the help of what? For each method, that is the output. So how many numbers which is even, greater than 10, and what is the sum of those numbers? Yes or no? That diagram is clarified. This example, okay? Now, second, next one. So characteristics of intermediate operations. So already I mentioned, right? So 2 operations, right? Intermediate operations and terminal operations. So what is the benefit? What is the benefit for that? Okay. So intermediate operations are the types of operations in which multiple methods are chained in a row. Already I mentioned here. Filter, then you need to check the greater and less than, greater than, then you're going to add. So 3 what? Method we are going to call, right? Sum methods, filter methods, yes or no? Then second point, right? Intermediate operations transform a stream into another stream, right? So first filter, then sum. Definitely will transfer one stream to other stream. And third is it enables the concept of filtering, where one method filter data and passes it to another method for after processing, right? Once we have done the filter, then we are going to what? Check it is greater or not. If it is greater, then we're going to sum of those even number. That is what? It depends upon one another, right? So filtering, where one method filter data and passes it to another method for processing. That is the characteristics of the what? Intermediate operations. Then what is the benefit for all about what? Java stream. Yes or no? So see, just see very carefully guys here. So there are some benefits because of which we use Stream API what? In Java. Okay, as I mentioned below. What the benefits? First is what? No storage. So it is not going to store. Just like collection. Collection is what? Grouping object as a means a single entity. but a stream is not going to store. It's pipeline of function. Already I mentioned you filter method, sum method. Yes or no? That is the method, right? Count methods. Yes or no? So these all are the pipeline methods. Yes or no? Laziness are there. Can be infinite. Can be parallelized. Then can be created from the collection, array, files, lines, method and stream. In a stream etc. Already I mentioned it in the stream, long stream, double stream. Yes or no? These all are the what? Primitive uh, primitive types of respective what data types, right? So this is all about the what benefit of Java stream, right? And last one, what benefit of the terminal operations. So terminal operations are the type of operation that return the result. Already I mentioned you. At last, once you need what the result output, that time you're going to use the what terminal operations. Without terminal operations, we can't get the result, right? So that's why suppose if you're going to do the for each, count, sum, yes or no, that is what terminal operations. Once we have done the operations, so how we're going to achieve the result? With the help of terminal operations only. So these operations are not processed further, just return a final result. So it's not a pipeline method, it's not a method chain. What? These operations are not a processed further, just return a result. This method is used means at the last of the operation. The terminal operation takes a stream as input and produce the result. Already I mentioned this thing, right? So after completion of terminal operations, we can't use a stream. Obviously, in last, we can't use the stream. Initially, we need to convert your input as a stream. Then we're going to perform the what? Intermediate operation, and last, we're going to use the terminal operations. Terminal operation is easier in nature, yes, obviously we know. The terminal operations process all the elements of the stream before returning the result. This thing we know, right? So guys, this is the completely what theoretical parts. This is completely all about the theoretical parts, right? Now we'll start as per the code base what we have learned here, right? So how these all the things correlate with the help of our code, right? For this purpose, we'll what open our IDE, right? So once we start the IDE, right? So guys, first I will discuss here. So without a stream and with a stream, I mentioned in the agenda also, right? Might be you have seen this thing, right? See, what is stream? Already have known, right? So with or without a stream. If you're going to without a stream, if you're going to with a stream, what is the what our approach? Yes or no? So without a stream, if we going to use our code, what will happen? If you're going to use with a stream, what will be happen, right? So that thing first I will discuss, because see, if you know this thing, right? So without a stream and with a stream, then you will come to know clearly. Oh yes, this is the correct way why we are going to use a stream. See, without knowing if you're going to use a stream, it doesn't make sense, right? So first you should know why we are going to use a stream. Then your thought process will be very clear. Yes or no? Tell me, yes or no? It seems yes. So first I will tell one thing, right? So what? The thing is that I will just give one scenario. What? I will give one scenario. In that scenario, we'll come to know what is the scenario and how you're going to use the without a stream and with a stream. See, suppose if you want to iterate, listen very carefully. What I'm going to discuss here is very, very important. Suppose if you want to iterate over a list of integer and find out sum of all the integer greater than 5. Prior to Java 8, before Java 8, how we are going to write the code for respective scenario. What I mentioned? Suppose if you want to iterate over a list of integer and find out sum of the integer greater than 5. Yes or no? So before Java 8, so what approach we were already following? Yes or no? So that's why first I am going to create one class. Okay, I am going to create one class. Then you will come to know how this code we need to write. So for that purpose, we come here and write one class. The class name is just write some iterator, right? Some, or you can write uh, before a stream before Java 8, before Java 8 stream API. Okay, I mentioned class name before Java 8 stream API. Click main method, finish. So we'll get one by default created one class along with method. Correct. So now what our main motto? Again I am explaining, right? So suppose if you want to iterate over a list of integer and find out sum of the integer greater than 5. So for that purpose, I am going to take what? Method. Suppose public static and return type, suppose int is there, int, and the method name is suppose some iterator, and we need to input as a list of integer, list of integer. So list, right now. So I have created one method. So in that method, first see, before Java 8, before Java 8, that stream, how we are going to write the code for that respective scenario. So for we are going to take one iterator, right? We have list of integer, right? Iterator, and we have generics as an integer, right? Integer, and suppose if we are going to the reference for that it equals to, already we have input, right? List dot iterator method will be there. Obviously it should be iterator is there. Come to here and remove this thing and import our iterator package, right? This thing we have done, right? Okay, because we are not going to return, that's why the issue is coming. No problem. So after that, we'll take one initial variable, suppose int sum equals to 0. I have taken initially. Okay, as of now sum is a 0. We'll take one while loop. In that while loop we are going to iterate, right? So while what we have the reference it, right? It dot next we have method it dot has next, right? There, right? We will check if element is there or not. If is there, so what we can do, we can do 1 minute. So we'll check here, we'll give one what, first we'll check element is there or not. If element is there, so we'll check what, int num equals to it dot next method will be there. Yes, obviously it should be next method is there. Then what we can do, we can give one condition, right? Whatever number is greater than 5, only we can add those, right? Yes or no? So we'll give condition, suppose if num, right? If num greater than 5, if num greater than 5, so what we can do, we can add, right? Sum equals to what? Num only, right? Then what you're going to, where it's close while loop, this one, right? So first remove this line, come here, then what we can return, right? So return what? Sum only, right? Return sum. So see, this is the code before Java 8 Stream API, right? So now only we are going to call this method, right? So how are we going to call? So first we'll take some input, right? First we're going to take some input, correct? So if you're going to take some input, so just post list integer, and that integer, suppose input list equals to arrays dot, not arrays dot, why will the, already we have list of method, right? So list dot of methods are there, right? So see guys, this method introduced in Java 9, okay? So concentrate, no need to use the earlier what you're going to use, list, then creating new array list, then what happened, we are going to use the arrays dot as list, then this method came, right? So it's very helpful. Directly we're going to use the list dot of, right? And what we're going to pass the what input, suppose 1 comma 2 7 8 9, right? So these all are the our what, list of integer, group of integer. In that we are going to check whatever the element, whatever the integer is greater than 5, whatever the integer is greater than 5, that we are going to what, sum, that we are going to sum, yes or no? So for that purpose what we can do, you can just write what, sys out, and what we're going to call the respective method, right? So some iterator method is there, come here and use this method as per the input we have what, input list, right? So if you're going to pass input list here, so there what expectation is completed, right? So this method expect what, one input, yes or no? And what we're going to print, this is the whatever the number is greater than 5, what is the sum for those element, right? Now in front of you I am running this code, we'll see the output is coming correct or not. Guys tell me, so same as earlier video also, my motive is first what should be the expected output, guys tell me first here. So see, after greater than 5, so 6 plus 7 how much, 13, 13 plus 8 how much, 21, 21 plus 9 30. So our output should be what, 30. If output is coming 30, that means our expectation is what, expected, yes or no? Otherwise some places we have done the mistake, so we need to what, do the modification and run the application. First we will see what we have written the code, is it what, corrected or not. So run as what, Java application, done. See guys, so 30 is coming or not, already I mentioned, yes or no? So you can mention also at sum of those number which is greater than 5. Sum of those number which is greater than 5. See the result is coming expected or not with this message as well. Sum of those number which is greater than 5 each what, yes. So this code will talks about before Java 8, how we people are going to use if we have such type of what scenario are there. See guys, how many lines we are going to write, how many lines we need to write to do such operation, right? But I will show what is the power of a string. Now, in second example now, I will show you what is the power of a string in single line. How many lines? In single, 1 to 2 max, we can perform this operation. Okay, so for those, I am going to write what? One class, okay, with a string, right? So just write here before, now, after Java 8 what stream API done, come here, finish. See, just see how many lines it will take. It will take maximum 1 2 lines, printing 2 lines, but maximum. See, first already I have taken some input, right? You just take this as input, right? Already we have taken input. You come here, place here. That means your input is ready. Your input is ready as of now. Now see, now what I can do, already you have what input list. Come here, what, and just convert into a stream. See, a stream is there, a stream is there. Already I mentioned you, once you are going to convert your input in a stream, then we are going to use what, intermediate operations. What, intermediate operations, or we can say what, pipeline method, or what, method chain. These three terms guys you keep in mind. What, first things, pipeline method, what, method chain, intermediate operations, all are same. So we are going to use the guy filter. See, filter means or not? See guys, filter, already I mentioned you, in filter method it's expect what, predicate functional interface. Inside the predicate functional interface we have one method, abstract method, that name is what, test. Come here, see, so it take one argument, right? It take one argument. Already I have told you lots of times, if you have functional interface, that means you can use what, lambda expression, yes or no? Because functional interface enable the what, lambda expression, right? So that's why I have taken one input. Suppose if I'm going to use I, after that what, arrow marks. Already I have told you this thing guys. If you don't know this thing, go my what, predicate functional interface, and you check this video how I've defined how the functional interface we are going to use enable the lambda expression. So before arrow marks, what, that is the argument list, and test method will take only one argument. That's why I'm giving only one argument here. After the arrow marks means expression, need to put the statement, right? So that means I greater than 5. We are going to print only those numbers from the list of integer which is greater than 5. That's why I'm giving what, I greater than 5. Yes or no? I greater than 5. Once you have filtered this number, see, that means 6 7 8 9. So this filter methods will give result only what, 6 7 8 9 methods. Yes or no? Then we're going to use map. Okay, dot, we have one method, map to int, map to int. See, there na, map to int method, come to here. Okay, then we're going to again what, lambda expression. Okay, that means I, and we need to what, find those numbers only, right? So just give I. Then guys, see, you need to use what, sum method there. Sum is guy what, terminal operations, right? Sum method are there, don't put, it will give suggestion, sum there na, sum, and it will what, already I mentioned you, int stream, so return type is int, right? So come here, and it will what? Take int result equals to, right? What? That one. But we have the this call, right? After what you're going to do, only you're going to do what? Print, right? So what? Sys out. So no, sys out what? Where we have the result, right? In the result, right? So come here, take this and print this result. Okay, then we'll come to know how result is coming expected or not. Yes or no? Expected means what? So just same thing. Here, come here and take this thing, right? Yes or no? Come here and just do this thing and see the result is coming expected or not using with a stream. With a stream. First, this program I will run and I will show you the output is coming expected or not with the help of Stream API. Okay, so in front of you, I will run this application and see the result. Is coming expected or not? Coming or not? Sum of those number which is greater than 5. So guys, tell me last time how many lines we have written? See, 24, 25 lines I have written, right? But in this, see how many lines? 10 to 11 lines, right? This line is wasted. See, this line is also wasted. See how many lines we have written and got result. Mainly we have written these two lines, right? Mainly as per operation based. As per operation based, this is the input. Also you can leave it. So operation based, only one line is sufficient to perform all the operation. Yes or no? We have done all the operation in single line, guys. So that is the power of a stream. That is the power of a stream, guys. So you should more focus on the stream API. So each and every places in your application, this stream API is doing actively participating. Yes or no? Yes. So with this, we'll come to know, so without a stream and with a stream, how our Java is doing, right? Okay guys, so this is done with a stream. Okay, I have done with a stream API already. I mentioned you. So what is a stream, with or without a stream, what intermediate operations, what terminal operation, what is the how they're going to use. See, so that is filter, map to in all are the intermediate operations, and last we are going to terminate this operation with the help of some method. We are finding the result from this operation, right? That is called terminal operations. And I will show you lots of terminal operations are there, lots of intermediate operations as well. So one by one, while we are going to implement the code, I will tell you. So this is the intermediate operation, this is the terminal operations. So as of now, time being, we'll jump into our filter. Second topic is filter. How we are going to use the filter in our Java 8. Okay. So for filter things, first what I will discuss what is a filter, right, and how we're going to use the filter in our Java 8. And already I mentioned, guys, right? So once, yeah, I mentioned that predicate interface, right? So predicate function interface, right? So predicate function interface, in that we have one method there, right? That is test method, right? That is test method. Inside the predicate function interface, we will have test method. Once we are going to call the filter method, filter method accept what? One predicate function interface. So that's why we come to know how these filter methods are going to use predicate function interface. Okay. So for that purpose, I am just going to create one class. Okay. Guys, concentrate and watch very carefully. This is very, very important. Okay. In front of interviewer or in front or once you're going to develop any code, that time if you clear the concept of each and every topics what we have in the Java 8, that it will becomes what very, very reliable to you. So we're going to create one class, right? So the class name is what? Filter test. Filter test. Yes or no? Create click that main method, click finish. So we got what by default created our class. Yes or no? So guys, in this class, what we are going to perform first, I will tell you. Okay, so we'll discuss how we are going to print the data. Okay, how we are going to print the data as a list view, how are you going to print data as a set view. Yes or no? And how are you going to count, how are you going to find first element, how are you going to a specific element. Yes or no? The all operations we will do with the help of primitive and with the help of object data. Both the way, both the way we'll discuss. So how we're going to take all these things with the primitive means integer, a string, like that. In object means suppose if we create any employee class, any product class, how we, if we will have the object, and how we're going to perform the operation with the help of filter method. Yes or no? So these two things we'll do in this code. Okay, so first that purpose we are going to take what, one input. Okay, so for the input what we will do first, we'll take what, one list, right? Suppose list integer, right? Integer. And what in that suppose if we will take numbers first, we will take even and odd, we will come to know how. Suppose you input as the numbers equals to what, list of, already I mentioned you that is method introduced in Java 9, list dot of, there, right, there, list of. So in that if you're going to mention some number, right, suppose 2 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 8 comma 10 comma 11 comma 112. Got it? So if you will have this list, what, if you will have this list as a input, as a input, so what collection, collection means group of object, list of object, that is the list of object, right? List of element, right? So already we have the input. Got it? So if you will have list of object, and if you need perform the action on top of the group of object, what I told you. So if you will have list of object, right, and if you're going to perform the action on top of the group of object, that time we are going to use a stream. Yes or no? That time we're going to use the stream, right? So for that purpose I will do this operation, right? So first you just print like that, sys out what, sys out. What are you going to print? Filter the server. In that list we have the even number, odd number, right? So filter the even number. So filter even data. See guys, why I'm giving this example is very easy to understand. That's why. Okay. In later code I will explain also object fix. Okay. So filter what? Filter the even data, right? Even data. Even data printing. What I mentioned guys here. So how we are going to filter the event data first. In that we need to print the event data, right? So guys, see what I can do here. I will do here. So first, where we have input in this place, right? So come here. Dot. Already I mentioned guys. First, we are going to convert your input in a stream, right? A stream, because we are going to perform some action on top of the group of object. That's why. So stream is there, right? Stream. So once we have done the stream, then what your motto is, filter the event data. Filter the event data means you should have logic. Yes or no? That logics, how we are going to write? With the help of what? Lambda expression. I am going to write this logic with the help of lambda expression. But before that, we need to use what? Filter, right? So already in Java 8, we have given what? They have given some method, filter. Just see, filter here, not. See guys, filter predicate. Already I mentioned you, right? So filter expect what? Predicate functional interface. Okay, we can check here. Don't worry. See, filter, come here. See, predicate, come here. See, one method inside that, that is what? Boolean test method that expect only one input, that is functional interface. Yes or no? So that's where we come here. So what I have told, that filter what expect? Predicate interface, predicate functional interface, and that predicate functional interface one abstract message there, that is test method, right? So only one argument. That's why I then you're going to use the lambda expression, right? That is the before the arrow marks argument list. Guys, so many times I'm explaining this thing. Before arrow marks argument list, only one argument test method is containing, right? That's why only one argument. After that, expression. What logic? How we are going to check the even or odd? Suppose number is divisible by 2. We don't have any remainder. That means it is even, right? If we have getting remainder, that means not a even, it's a odd. So I modular what 2 equals to what? 0. That means this number will be what? Even only, right? That number only even only, right? Okay. So after getting the even number, yes or no, we are going to print that number. Suppose what should be the output? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 12. Yes or no? That is the what? Even number. For that purpose, guys, see, this is the called what? Intermediate operation. So I'm going to use the filter method, right? So that is the what? Intermediate operations. And we are going to terminate with the help of what? For each. So that is the terminal operation. See, what is for each? See, for each. For each also, guys, see, for each also functional interface, guys. See, that expect what? Consumer what? Functional interface. See, that consumer functional interface take accept method, no return tab, but take only one argument. Take only one argument. That's why, guys, I am going to write in that way. So only one argument, right? So one argument, I am taking num. Then what? After the expression, we are going to add the statement. What is statement? Sys out. What we are going to print? That num only, right? So put here num only, right? Yes or no? Num only. Tell me, guys, this is done or not? This is done or not? So this is the intermediate operations, what? Filter method, and this for each method is the terminal operations. And this is the for each expect the what? See, mention na terminal operations. For each a terminal operations. Filter is a intermediate operations. See, guys, how I am going to tell all these things. You will not get any places in that way. How intermediate operations are going to perform the action. How what terminal operations are going to perform the actions. Yes or no? And how for each method expect which functional interface. What? How filter method expect which type of functional interface. All the things, if you will know very carefully, very confidently, then your implementation becomes very easy, guys. Okay, leave it now. So now what our motto is that run the application, right? Run the application, we'll see the result. It's coming expected or not. Yes or no? Expected or not? We know very well, right? So what output will come? 2, 2, 6. So just for that, come here, you just write here what? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 comma 10 comma 12, right? This output should we need to get, right? Yes or no? You mention here what even number is. Now run the application. We'll see the result. It's coming expected or not. See, coming or not. Even number is 2 4 6. If you remove this thing, so one number will come. Okay, so I'm just for understanding purpose. So 2 4 6 8 10 10 12 coming or not. So these all are what? Even number or not. See what the power of a stream. In single line we perform all the action or not. Guys, tell me yes or no. 100% correct, right? So this thing we have done with the help of filter. Our main motto is how we people are going to use filter method in Java 8. Okay, because filter method is what? Intermediate operations. Now second, we'll jump into second scenario. Second scenario, we are going to filter event data but collecting as a list. We are going to filter. We are going to what? Filter. So we are going to filter event data but collecting as a list. Collecting as a list only. Okay. So filter event data collecting as list. Collecting as list. Concentrate. I am not doing any miracle. I am not doing any miracle. Only I have the concrete knowledge. That's why I am going to tell you in that way. Okay. So also you will get such type of what content if you will concentrate and if you will learn carefully. Okay. See. So now second, what I'm going to here, I'm only printing, but I'm going to print with as a list. See what I need to do here. Okay, so this till this thing will same till filter it is same. So numbers dot stream already you know, right? So all in numbers we have the list of input. We're going to convert into a stream. We're going to filter. Okay, dot. We're going to use what? Collecting as a list. So what? Collect method is there, guys. See, this is collect method is there, right? So I will discuss something here. Okay, I will discuss something here before jumping into the what? Forward this method. Okay, so see, collect is, see, first you need to know what is collect. So this method perform a what? Mutable reduction. What? This method perform a mutable reduction operation on the element of the stream. Okay, that perform the what? Mutable reduction operation on the elements of the stream. And also we can say this is the terminal operation. What? This is the terminal operation, guys. Concentrate what I have told you. So collect is the excuse me, terminal operations. So now that in that we will have what? One collectors, right? I will tell you collectors as well. What is collectors? Collectors, right? So collectors, first I will tell you what is collectors. Collectors is a final class that extends from the object class. First thing you should know this thing. Collector is a final class. Okay, I will show you, then you'll come to know. See what I mentioned. This is a final class. Yes or no? This is a final class. It provides reduction operation only. This class also provides the reduction operation such as accumulating element in collections, summarizing elements, according to the various what criteria. Concentrate guy, what I mean to tell. So collected class provides various method. Collected class provides various method to deal with the elements. To deal with the elements. Just like see, these all are the methods guys. In collectors class, already mentioned, right? So collector is a final class. In that class, we will have different types of methods. Different types of methods are there. So as of now, what I am going to use collecting as a list. Collecting as a list. So see, you will have tool list method. See there na, tool list means what it will collect as a list. Whatever you will get the response after filtering, so it will give as a list, as a output, because collect as a what, this method performs a what, terminal operations, just like what, sum, just like for each. This is the what, terminal operations, right? So same way what, collect is also what, terminal operations. Okay, it's a terminal operations. So got it? So just come here. That means it will print the result, right? It will print the result. But so how are we going to print? So we will take what? List of even list, right? So we will take here. Just remove this. Just put even list, right? Even list. And what you're going to do, you just do what, print that, you just print that. So put sys out and you need to print what, even list. Yes or no? You just print the even list and you will see the result, this one, right? You need to print the result, right? See what should be the output, same output 2 4 6 8 10 10 12, because it's a list. So list is such a what, interface which allowing the duplicate. Yes or no? So this time all the 10 will come. See, run the application, see the result, it's coming or not. See, filter event data collecting as list. See, 2 4 6 8 10 10 12 coming or not? Perfectly coming. Perfectly coming. So we have done what? This we have used collect as a terminal operations. Yes or no? This is done. Now our motto is we are going to print filter event data collecting as a set. Now our next scenario is filter event data but collecting as a set. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to what, copy this thing, come here, paste, collecting as what, set, collecting as a set. So what I can do here, same thing we can do what, so same thing is what, this thing, take this thing, not till, just first convert into filter, then I will tell you. We have done the filter. First we have taken the list of integer, means group of object taken, converted into a stream. We have done the filter. Then we are going to do the same thing, collect, then collectors. Yes or no? I have used collectors, but we need to remove this thing guys first. Already mentioned you, we are going to print the filter data, filter event data as a set or not. So dot see to set also there, see there na. So it's not allowing duplicate. Yes or no? It's not allowing duplicate. So list is allowing duplicate and set is not allowing duplicate. So we are doing what, and just will take the response in that, but this will give the error. Why? Can anyone guess why this showing error? because it's expect collects as a two set, but I'm going to write here what list. It's a mismatch, right? So that's why we're going to change it as a set, right? Yes or no? And already we have the even list as even list and even list as set. You mention as set, and after that what you need to do, you need to print, yes or no? So just we'll take what sys out and you give here, and that we're going to print what even list as a set, and run the application. We'll see the result is coming expected or not. Definitely it will come expected only. See, tell me the difference between both. So this time we are not getting duplicate. This time we are not getting duplicate, only we are getting what unique value, right? So that is the what we are going to use set here. See guys, how it's become easy if you know very well, right? So how it's going very easy, right? How it's become very easy if you know. If you don't know, in front of interviewer, it may be experience, it may be fresher, doesn't matter. If you know the concept, it will feel very easy. Otherwise it will feel what very tough. Okay, leave it guys, this is not our discussion as of now. So what I mentioned, so how we are going to filter the event data, first printing, then we have taken the collecting as a list, then we have collected as a set, yes or no? Now we are going to count the event data. Now our main motto is how we are going to count the filter event data. Okay, so for that purpose, first we will take what, first we will take this copy and come here. So filter event data and what, count the event number, count the event number, yes or no? Yes. So for that purpose what we will do, we will not do anything, right? Simple, we will write same thing what already we have written. What do we have written? So just take any till filter, correct? We have written, right? Till, remove this thing till no need. So numbers we have converted in a stream, and filter the number is even as of now, yes or no? After that what I can do, so we will have in Java 8 one count method there, right? Count method, see, return long tab. So just we have done here, and we are going to store as a what, long, right? Long what, count equals to, and if you're going to print that thing, you just what, take our sys out and come here and what, print that count. So we can get the result as a what, count, how many numbers are even and how many total numbers are there which are even. Run the application, we'll see the result is coming expected or not. See, filter event data, count the event number is 7 or not, check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yes or no? Because see, why 7 is showing guys here, because I have taken with what, with this input. In this input, how many total counts are there, how many totals even counts are there, yes or no? If we will take from what, even list, if you will take from even list, see, I will write one more code. See, copy this one, come here, control V, and see that time put count unique, count unique, and you have do with this input, right? Then b, then count, and then put no issue. Or what you can do, you can take one other sys out, come here, and you put what, count unique. I have done 2 times, right? You just write first here and just top of that override this thing and then run. Then you will see 6 only, right? See, yes or no? So for that case, where we are going to use set, that time 6, and in the list it is what, list in the 6, right? So these all things you got it, right? So how we are going to count the what, filter event data, correct? I hope you understood till now, right? So see, now next scenario. Suppose if scenario is that we need to find the first element. If you need to find the first element, what, first element from the list of the integer, right? So for what you can do, so just take copy that one, come here, control V. So what I have mentioned you, next scenario, if you need to what, find the first element, find the first element, find first element after filter, then you can mention like that, right? What, find first element, find first element what, after filter, right? After filter. So what we need to write, so what we need to write, so for this purpose, first already we have the numbers, right? So till this part you don't have any issue, right? We can write as usual, okay? Then what we are going to write, dot, we will have one method, find first, see, find first. Then if you're going to, after filtering, what should be the first number, then one method also there, guys. That method name is get. What, get, what method, dot get, see, that is an integer, okay? So once we have done, so we are going to store into what, into what, num, and we need to print this result. So what we can do, we can do out, and we are going to print that respective number which is coming after find first and get call method, yes or no? And see what is the output is coming. Tell me guys, what should be the output? 2 only, right? We'll see. See, mention 2. Why? Because first element of a filter in the event data is 2 only, correct? So this thing, or see guys, so how many methods I am going to use frequently? Why? Because I know this thing, right? So also you can use frequently if you have proper method in your mind, yes or no? So please concentrate and we will do practice as per our filter. So now next is, if you need to find the a specific element, suppose if you will have list of object, right? If you will have list of object, group of object, in that we are going to find third number, fourth number, third number, second number, first number, then how are you going to find? So for the purpose, we will take How? So see, come here, come here, see. So get a specific element, not find first. So get a specific element, get a specific element after filter. Okay, so what we can do? So first, same thing, till filter, we no need to change anything, we no need to change anything. So already we have done this thing, correct? Okay, after that guys, so in that we have one method, skip. If you're going to find third number, if you're going to find third number, so we have a method that is skip. See there, na, skip and long n, asking which number you're going to give. Okay, so if you're going to third number, you need to pass here. Okay, what you need to pass here? 2. Okay, then we need to find first, then use the find first, then you're going to use the same way, dot what, get method, dot what method, get method, right? So get method, right? Get method as usual what we have done earlier in back this scenario, same way. And we're going to what, store this number. So int n equals to, and you're going to print what, that number. So what, you can write that number n. So whatever the third number will come, we will print here, yes or no? We'll see the output coming expected or not. So our main motto is what is the third number, right? Third number is what, 6 number, right? So it will check response coming 6 or not, run the application, you will see the result, see coming 6 or not. So if you need any specific element from group of object, how are you going to find? So with the help of what, this method, skip, find first and get. Yes or no guys? So guys, this is the completely what, primitive object. How we are going to use the filter concept in our primitive object. All the things what I mentioned here till now, I have you understood very completely or clearly, right? You should not any what dot till now, I hope. See guys, if you like this video, right, please like and comment, then subscribe and click the notification button, yes or no? So if this video will share among your friends, right, definitely what, it will boost my what, motivation, yes or no? And like also guys, this video, like button is there, right? So like, they will come to know how many people you're watching this video, right? Correct guys? Okay, so this we have done with the help of primitive data. Now our main motto is how we are going to do the filter with the help of what, object data. How? Object data. So for that purpose, we should have first what, any class, right? It might be employee, it might be product, it might be payment, it might be anything. So in real time, I already mentioned in the initially, right? In real time, how we are going to use, right? So in real time, most of the time we are going to use object data only in the project. In the project, most of the time we are going to use object data only. So from this point of view, we need to know also how we are going to use filter method in perspective of what, object data. So I already have shown you earlier, right? So already we have one class, product data. See, this is the pro data. Already I have used this class earlier in an example. So we have product ID, product name and product value. So these three variable already we have, right? Already we have these three variable. So this is the object data, right? Product is a object, correct? Product is a object. So how we are going to use this product data in our filter, in our filter? So see carefully. So first I will write, I will print was system sys out. Okay, filter the product data, product data. Same way we'll see how we're going to print, how we're going to print, how we're going to use the collecting as a list, how we're going to collecting as a set, how we're going to first element as specific element. The all the things will do as well with the help of object data as well. So first printing. Okay, printing, right? See, same way guys, so already I mentioned you. So how are you going to print data, collecting a list, collecting as a set, count the event number. So same thing I will do as well with the help of object data also. Filter the product data as object, as object, as object, printing. Okay, so what I can do, so first we will create what, one product object, right? We will create one product object. For that purpose what we can do, so you know very well. So list, we have what, product class are there, yes or no? So product details, that is our reference of this object, right? And already you know, right? So mention lots of time, list dot op method, list dot op method are there. In that list of method, so we will take product 1, product 2, product 3. Okay, see, first I will take new product, new product. See, so will this constructor will come. So product is first, id is first, and suppose the name of the product, name of the product what, you mention what, suppose product name you mention, suppose you know, right? In LIC we will have different types of product, right? Suppose Jeevan Labh are there, so put Jeevan Labh. This is the product name, and that is the product value is, suppose the premium is, right? Suppose premium, this was suppose 20,000. If you mention suppose 20,000, that is the premium of that Jeevan Labh. Okay, now come second, what I have done. So this is the first product, right? Now second product, what it is, suppose new product, and that second product is, suppose id is 2, id is 2, and that second name of the policy, Jeevan Labh is the first policy name, and second the product name what, suppose endowment, and there suppose premium will be what, how much, suppose 30,000. Suppose, see guys, I am just creating one object only, nothing I am doing now. So now then third product, I am being what, new product. So their id is suppose 3, id is 3, and policy name is what, Jeevan Anand, Jeevan Anand. So and their premium is how much, you can take any value, suppose 40,000, 40,000. And last if you will take one new product, the ID is suppose 4, and the name of this what, Jivan, Jivan Kalyan, suppose that is the policy name, and their premium is highest premium, suppose that is 1 lakh. Okay, so already I have created this product, right? Already I have created this product. Done. Okay, so till now I didn't done anything, right? Till now I didn't done anything, right? So what I can do, you come here, and so now you're going to print that what, all the respective data, right? So what we can do, very simple. So already we have in product details, right? Already I mentioned you, first we are going to group object, come into a stream. So just come here and dot what, which method we are going to use, a stream, right? See, a stream is there, we have done. So already now we have converted in a stream. Now what thing we are going to use, filter, right? Filter. So filter already have done. In filter, see, I need to check whatever the product name start with J. See, Jivan Labh, Jivan Anand, Jivan Kalyan. These 3 products start with the name of A. We need to print only that product. We need to print only those products which the name is started with J. So what I can do, guys, it's very simple. It's very simple. With lambda expression, what I'm going to use, see, suppose product, right? So PR details, yes or no? Then PR, so PR details dot, so some name is there, right? Get name will be there, get product name there, na? Get product name, yes or no? So dot starts with method there, right? So start with which name, which character, so that is J. So if this product name start with J, only those names we are going to print. So we know very well, for printing the group of data we are going to use what, for each method, yes or no? So we are going to terminate the operation, right? So this is the what, intermediate operations. Now we are going to terminate the operations. For that purpose we are going to use for each method. See, for each method. So our for each method, what we are going to use, so for each method is it one what, one method, that is the produce consumer, right? That is the expect method, there is one argument it expect, no return type, right? So that's why we'll take care of what, tell me. So we'll take PD details, right? Details, PD details, then what, you need to print sys out, right? Sys out, what you're going to do, what you're going to print. So first remove this thing, why it come 2 times here. Under print, under what you're going to print, so you're going to print ID, name, yes or no, and their premium price, right? So for that purpose, what we can do, you can just PD dots, yes or no, that what is the ID, right? What is the product ID? ID is there. Then what you're going to print, their policy, product name, So what I can do here, so B dot product name is there now, there product name is there. Then what I can take our product name, what is the premium for those product. So for that, what we can do, that product value, that the price of the, correct. So these three things we need to print, correct. So how the output should be. So now in front of you, I am running the application, we'll see the result. This output is coming expected or not, correct. This output is correct, coming expected or not. See, running the application, see the result. See, first Jivan Labh, third Jivan Anand, fourth Jivan Kalyan. This is the ID, this is product name, this is the product value. It's expected Jivan, Jivan Anand, Jivan Labh, Jivan Kalyan. So our output is coming expected or not. So this type of scenario you may face while developing application as a product base, as the what, project based, not product based, project based. Once you're going to implement any project, that time such type scenario you may need to filter in that way. Okay, so now, so what I mentioned, printing. So this the data are going to print. So now I'm going to use, how we're going to what, print the data list format. How you're going to print this data as a list format. So just copy this, come here, and so not printing, printing as a list, you can mention here, printing as a what, list format. What format? List format, list format, right. So come here. So for printing as a list format, it will not do any miracle, only some places we are going to change. Okay, so I will explain now how we are going to do this thing. So first, already we have what, list of product, right. So first, what we are going to do, list format, right. So already we have the object into the what, in this product details. So just take, first you take product details and convert into a stream. Yes, this thing you have done, product details as a stream you have done. Now we are going to filter, right. We are going to filter. On which scenario, on which basis we are going to filter, I will tell you now. See, if you are going to filter the product value is more than 30,000. If product value is more than what, 30,000, only that product you need to display. The product value is more than 30,000, only those project you need to display. So for that purpose, what we can do, you can take what, okay, so what we can do, so then product details dot product value is there, right. Product value greater than how much, 30,000, yes or no. So if product value is what, more than 30,000, that product only you need to display. So that's why I have told collect method there, and already you know, right. So collectors are there, right. Guys, one thing I will tell you, see, collectors may, all the stream related things are there inside the java.util.stream. This thing already I mentioned initial starting time, once you're going to discuss that sliding. Okay, so all the things are available inside the java.util.stream. So that collectors dot, what I mentioned, we are going to collect as a list. So to list will be there, right. So to list, so it is done, right. So it is done. So already we have collected this product what as per the filter condition, as per the filter condition, and we need to print this thing, right? So what, how are you going to print? So you can take what list of product, yes or no? So product details as list equals to this thing already got, correct? Now what we can do, you can do what, print that result. For printing that result, what you can do, what you can do, so we can do what, so where we have the product this as a list, this one, come here, dot, we have what, for each method, right there, on the for each method. So same thing what we need to print, so the same thing we are going to copy and what, 1 minute, same thing we are going to copy and print, yeah, copy and paste, nothing we are going to do it, see. So in that we are going to paste, correct? So only result will come, right, these two product, because the product value is more than 30,000, only two product coming, correct? So we'll run the application, see the result is coming expected or not. See what I mentioned. So Jivan Anand and Jivan Kalyan, these two product value is more than 30,000. So this response is coming as expected, correct? As expected, yes. Now third is what, we are going to print this product list as a set format. What, set format, will not do anything, only same we're going to change here, copy this thing, come here, control B, and just as a what, set format, and you need to put as set, right? I have mistake here also, don't worry. So add only mistake as like that, as set, and here I mistake in that way, as list. So copy this thing, come here and paste this thing, okay, and this thing also come here and paste here. Only thing is that what I need to change, everything should be same, everything should be same, only the things will be changed, what, collector to set only, right, not list, yes or no? And also we need to change what, this is the set implementation, so set, right? So we'll see the result, how we're going to print as a set format, see, because we know in duplicate data, that's why this two values is coming, correct? Okay, so now this part till now we have done. So how are you going to print normal way, then means printing as a list format and printing as a set format. So till now we have done. So now our motto is what, how we are going to print what, first product, after filtering, how are we going to find the first product. So for that purpose, first what we are going to take, this thing we will take, right? Done. So filter product data as object, then what you can do, and print the first product, right? And printing the first product, okay? This thing we need to do, okay? So already we know, right? So in we have pro details object, we have where we have input dot, what we can do, we can first convert into a stream, right? Already we have done in a stream, After that, what are we going to filter? So filter, same concept what we are doing from long time. What? So this filter concept, you just copy till this and come here and paste. So already we have filter the product, their value is more than 40,000, right? More than 30,000. Then we are going to what? The method is called what? Dot find first. Find first there, na? Find first. Then already we know, right? One method is there, dot get, right? Get method. And it is a product tab, right? So you can write what? Product prod equals to, right? And you're going to terminate operations, and you're going to what? Print the result. Print this result. So what result we are going to print? That prod. So we'll see the result. It's coming expected or not. So what should be expected value? After filtering, what? The value is more than what? 30,000. This value will come. Given Anand. See, run the application. We'll see the result is coming expected or not. Okay. So that is the we didn't done in that twisting method. 1 minute. It seems no. Okay. So guys, one thing, we'll create one string method, twisting method. Then source will come here and generate twisting and generate done. Control S, come here in the filter test. Now we run the application. We'll see the result is coming expected or not. See guys, coming now. So that, see, so after filtering, right, first product, this one coming, given another, right, given another only, yes or no? So after filtering, so whatever the product value 30,000, after that what is the first product? That is the 40,000, given Anand. One more time I will display you. See, given Anand, product this one coming, right, perfectly coming. So this part also done, right? This part also done. Find the first product, right? So guys, after the find is first product, what our main motto is what? Specific. No, first I will first I will tell you specific, right? So how are you going to find the specific product? Means third, second, two, like that, right? So for the purpose, what we can do? So first copy that. As usual, what we are going to copy? So copy, come here and just paste. So filtering product data as object and printing a specific product, right? A specific product, correct? A specific product. So for that purpose, what we can do? Similar things we can do. So already we have till this one we'll copy first. Okay, I will tell you then again. So see, already we have convert in stream, then filter. So I suppose I am changing here, suppose 20,000. I will check after filtering the product price is more than 20,000. What is the third product? What is the third product? So for that purpose, what we can do? So you can put dot skip methods are there, already I mentioned you, and you put which number you're going to take, third. Then you're going to do what? Dot, what we are going to do? Then find first, yes or no? The method is find first. Then we're going to use the get method. Dot will have get method, for which we are going to find our result. Then use the get method. Then we are going to store in the what? This one in our so product result. can mention here detail equals to, right, we can store in that one. Okay, so we are going to print only what, that thing. So how are we going to print that thing? So come here and copy and just paste, and you just get the result. What the result is coming, plot result. So any specific element, so that time what should be the output? See, after 20,000, third element what, 1 lakh, right? The plot value is 1 lakh. So what should be the output should be, see, okay, okay, the element is not there, a third element, okay, okay, you just put then find first I have given you, okay, okay, because object is not there itself, third element is not there, so just put the 2. Okay, so you have more object and only you can find it whatever the elements are there. I just given 2 now, you can see. So that given Kalyan there, so that is third, right? After filtering third, 1 to third, after more than 20,000, what should be the third highest product, right? So first, second, third, that is the Jivan Kalyan, right? So you can see this output is coming expected or not, Jivan Kalyan. I can so see Jivan Kalyan is value, correct guys? So this thing also we have done. Now last thing guys, this is very important. So many times you may face this problem in a project. What? Suppose if object is not there. Suppose if object is not there in your list of the group. Okay, that time you need to use one method that is called what? You know what the method you need to call? Or else. If you're going to call the or else method, then you can get what? Without any exception, without any error. So that thing, you got it right? What I mean till, suppose if in your list of object this product is not there, then that it will throw what? Exception, right? So for avoiding exception, what the code you need to write? Okay, so for the purpose, what I can do, you can first write here. Scenario is what? Scenario means what? What? Find first or else element. What the things you need to write here? So filter product data as object and printing, okay, first or else product. Printing the first or else. This or else is a method again. I will explain you. Or else product. Or else product. See, for the purpose, what we are going to add the code, concentrate. So already we know, right? So that product details filter till this thing we know very well, right? So what we have done, right? So first we are going to convert the stream, then we are going to filter, right? After filter the things, after filter the thing, suppose this time if you are going to give here 40,000, okay. Suppose if you are going to use find first, use find first, right? If your this product is not available, so suppose what we have done the filter here, so product value which what greater than 40,000 dot find first, if it's there, correct, if not there, then put or else, data method all else. Okay, suppose you are going to put the null, okay, null. So print this thing, we'll see what is coming. As of now, we are not printing anything, right? We are not printing anything. So suppose if you're going to print like that, first we're going to use this thing. One minute. Come here. Then what? This out and going to print this. So see what result is coming. See now result is coming 1 lakhs. Why? Because after 40,000, first element is what? This one. Okay. Suppose if I am going to write here 1,40,000. Yes, 1,40,000. Then tell me what should be the result? Null, right? Null coming, right? Right? But if the product is not there, there is report coming, or else null. But you can do in that way as well. What? And also suppose if you can put condition like that, if prod, not prod, this value did else not equal to what? Not equal to null, not equal to null. This out, what this out we are going to print? This out this value. Else okay, you just do in that object yet. So then this thing you can use, this thing you can use. Else you need to print this thing. If product is not equal to null, then this thing, otherwise you put the null, right? Directly you can use in that way, right? So now run the application, see the result. You got it, right? In that way you can use. See, also one thing, guys, suppose if you are not using this thing, right, it will throw the error message, right? So you need to use for frequent purpose, use in that way. Okay, that is the correct approach if you are going to use in that way. Okay, that is our or else condition. Got it, guys? So this is completely our what? Filter methods. So how we are going to use the primitive data types? How are going to use the object data? So if you will done all these things, then you will feel what? Very comfortable. Why? Because this thing all about the what? Filter, how you are going to use the intermediate operations, how you are going to use the terminal operations. Okay guys, this thing entire thing all about the what? Stream API and filter related stuff. Okay, so this is done from my side. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe button and share among your friends, which will what? Boost my motivation to bring to more video, right, among us, right? Thank you guys, bye bye, we'll meet in next video.